This is an Insane Cast production. You're listening to Thanks for Watching the All Movies Podcast. With your cast, Beth, DJ, Jimmy. And now, thanks for watching.
Welcome to Thanks for Watching, episode 47. Yeah.
Ooh, listen to that. The crowd goes wild.
The crowd went wild. Episode 47. It's going to be a great one, y'all. So let me introduce myself. I am one of your cast members. I am DJ. And sitting across from me.
Hi, I'm Jimmy.
There's Jimmy. And sitting on the high chair right in front of Jimmy and I.
Oh, it's Beth.
There will be a picture later. There's Beth. All right. Hi, Beth.
Hi. I like how I'm on a high chair because I'm so short.
Well, it's kind of a popcorn bucket high chair. You'll see. It's pretty awesome. So, but anyway, hey, we have one movie to share with you guys today. As far as in the big screen, it was The Upside. I'll probably be doing a midweek review this week as well for another film that we're going to go see tonight. So, but
cool.
Yeah. So we've got box office numbers, some streaming, because we did have some streaming, which was kind of cool. We do have another challenge film for you.
Ooh.
Yes. Next week's openings, future films, and a new discussion question, because you remember last week's discussion was we suggested weddings, movies about weddings.
Movies with weddings
in it. Yeah, exactly. So, so let's start with the news, shall we? Big news. Big, huge news. Adrian.
There's no wall.
There's no wall. That's the one. There's no payments for anything either. But Adrian's not with us. And
Aww.
He actually, he's like formally resigned, which was really sort of funny because this is not the formal show at all.
Right, it's not a super formal situation that we're doing. No. Did he write you a resignation letter?
No, it looked like a resignation letter, but it was in text form.
So essentially, for legal reasons, yes.
I guess so.
That's funny.
Any legal recourse he would want to have for this little show.
Yeah, we were gonna call him up and be like, "You signed a contract to be on the show."
Right.
Oh wait, none of us signed a contract.
No. We just spend money on a hobby of talking about films. But hey, in all reality, he actually wants to focus on some other things right now. So I think it's a really great thing for him. So I wish him the best. Thanks
for being with us there, Adrian.
Yeah, he had a good run. He almost made it the whole year, which is kind of cool. But we all had our breaks, right?
Right.
Penny in the hospital for me, and you had the theater, and Jimmy had some things going on too. So it was just it was a busy year. So no, we were happy to have had Adrian on the show, and we might even have him as a guest appearing at some point. You never know. So, but anyway, that being said, I don't think I have any other news.
That's news. I mean,
that is, and then other news. I don't know that anybody died, so we're good there too. What else? That's it. Anybody else have any news that they want to share?
No.
No?
There's no wall.
There's no wall.
I'm so tired of the wall.
Oh, gosh.
What wall are we talking about exactly?
Well, there is no wall. There's no wall to talk about, honestly. Could have been a fence at one point, but anyway.
Or slats.
You guys are being super vague, and nobody knows what you're talking about.
No, it's the president's wall.
That wall.
The government shutdown wall.
I've been blocking that out.
Yeah. So, if you want to talk about The Wall, there's probably another podcast you could talk about that with.
The Wall.
Probably.
Yes, but if you want to talk about movies, you could send us some voicemails and some emails and all that great stuff, and you could send that to 512 podcast.
You're waiting for Adrian to do it.
Yes, Adrian, please. No, he's not right there. Well, that's because my computer is still doing whatever it's...
This pause is brought to you by Brain Farts Incorporated, not a sponsor.
Yes, exactly.
Well, it is
512-763-2278. Thank you, Jimmy. I just needed you to do that, and somehow it worked. Also, www.tfwmovies.com. You could find a lot of information there, including our email address, shoutout@tfwmovies.com. What does that spell, Beth?
Shout out at tfwmovies.com.
Yeah. Thank you. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the Google Plus.
Oh my God! Instagram is where I found our midweek review. So I mean,
yes.
hey, that's useful information.
Right. That's at TFW Movies. Go there and you'll find us. Instagram's where you found that, but you could have also found it on the Facebook. You could have also have found it on the Instagram the Twitter, because we threw it out there, and the Google Plus. But one of the best ways to find it is on our Patreon page, because those of you that are on Patreon, we have 3 people.
Woo!
Yeah, Crackhead Blue and Abby Coyer, and Adrian Rondo.
Hey!
Yeah, he's now official. Like that's all he does for the show. But he could have seen it too. So it's you get to watch it if you are a Patreon fan in the midweek. See what I mean?
In the middle of it.
Yeah. Somewhere in the midweek. I mean, it could be Wednesday, it could be Thursday. We don't know. But they're released early to those of you who are on Patreon. And then later on, like now, it is available for everybody to watch. Yay.
Woo!
Exactly. So, all right. Well, while my computer is trying to head over to the show notes portion of the show, we actually need to talk a little bit about weddings or movies with weddings in them. That sort of thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I was going to say, whose wedding? I mean...
Right, it could be anybody's. But no, at this point, it is those. So, Jimmy, you have access to the show notes, right?
I sure do.
Yeah, what did Crackhead Blue have online for us?
Well, she had A through G.
A through G, yes.
She had A through G.
Yeah, and I think the last 3 were just sort of honorable mentions, but...
I think so, if I had to guess, and not knowing her in person, but knowing her via her other choices and whatnot. Starting off at number 1, very aptly so, Princess Bride.
Yeah!
Inconceivable.
Yes.
Next, Sleeping Beauty.
Good.
Excellent.
A very good, very well-rounded, everybody kind of movie. Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
The animated version of Cinderella.
Good.
Yes.
The Birds
Stepbrother.
hold her veil. Come on, man.
Right?
Right. Stepbrother.
Yeah.
And last, but surely not
I told
least,
you I didn't want salmon. I told you 3 times. Sorry.
and last and certainly not least, straight out of Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Serios.
Stepbrother reminds me of the other one where they're brothers, and it's the nightclub where they have the nightclub on the outside but
Night at the Roxbury.
Yes, that reminds me of a good one.
Also a Will Ferrell movie.
Yes, and that one's not on my list. It was gonna be, but I couldn't remember the last movie.
It's on your list now.
But Step Brothers helped me remember that. Thank goodness.
There you go.
Crackhead Blue. What was I gonna do? And then Teacher J.M. Strauss has a little list. Yeah, I could do this one.
Oh,
cool.
You got that?
Yeah, I got this one. So we'll start at the bottom because that's he likes to do this. This is number 6. He gave us 6 of them this time.
Ooh, he's busy.
License to Wed.
Ooh. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams. You Again for number 5.
Oh.
Number 4, Crazy Rich Asians.
Nope.
Very good one. That was decent. 3, Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 2 was called Wedding. I'm not sure if I saw this one or not.
I don't know.
But it's called Wedding, and I bet it's good. And then
I'm sure it's great.
I know. And number 1 is My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Oh,
so good.
That he gave us 5 of them. Somehow we connected wedding, or we hit something and My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
God.
Oh, what was I thinking?
You goofball. I was going to say, wow. Wedding. That's not one I've seen.
I don't think anybody's seen it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a movie.
Oh my gosh. So, sorry, Teacher James Strauss, I messed up your list. But
good work, man.
Yeah, I'm good at this game. So, License to Wed, You Again, Crazy Rich Asians, Bridesmaids, and My Big Fat Greek Wedding rounds up number 1 for Teacher J.M. Strauss. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was insane.
That's pretty funny.
And then one other person sent in, it was via the, what is it? My group, my alumni group. And it was Lauren from there, and she put Father of the Bride.
Oh, so good.
And she also added License to Wed, which was really good.
That is a good one.
Yeah. So, and I think there was one on the Facebook as well. And I think it was Joshua that chimed in on that one. And if I only had it up and ready to go, I wouldn't have to worry about this. Here's the thing. I came in from Las Vegas and just started going. So it was like, it was quite the drive. Okay, so Josh put Betsy's Wedding, Once Around, Princess Bride,
of course,
3 Men and a Little Lady, Wedding Singer,
oh yeah,
and dun dun dun, Coming to America.
Oh, totally.
Oh my gosh, he went way back. Look at those great films.
Those are great. Good choices.
Yeah, thank you, Joshua. So, a lot of good films out there. And now it's time for your cast to spill their guts. What are their favorite movies about weddings?
Spill the wedding beans?
Yes, spill the wedding beans. And in no particular date-saving order. I could go first.
That would be great.
Sure, do it.
Okay, Spaceballs.
Yeah!
Airplane.
Perfect.
Yes, The Birdcage.
Yeah.
Yes, Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, classic.
Yes, I did throw in Crazy Rich Asians because that was awesome. Princess Bride. Mm-hmm. Ghost of Girlfriends Past. Meet the Parents.
Oh, man.
And Father of the Bride. And I probably could have kept going on. And I couldn't restrain myself. But these were some awesome films.
They are great.
I really enjoyed these.
All
films.
good choices.
Yes. In fact, I might have to go put the DVD in Ghost of Girlfriends Past. Maybe tomorrow, but not today because I have to go see a movie today. Like I said, Well, unless if it's not playing any time after this podcast,
right?
Then we could do, So, how about you, Beth? What do you got for us? You have anything?
Oh yeah, of course I have. Come on. Just because I haven't seen any movies this week that were in the theater doesn't mean I haven't seen a million movies in my lifetime.
Of course.
Like a number of the ones on my list have been said: The Wedding Singer, The Princess Bride, Spaceballs. I didn't even think about that, so thank you so much for that. I actually named a dog after that scene.
Oh, no way.
Well, I wanted to name my dog Dexter Barf. And my mom's like, people are going to think you don't like your dog if you name him Barf. And I'm like, his Bartholomew. Come on now. But The Wedding Planner is actually really funny with Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Lopez. Yes. And possibly one of my favorite wedding movies ever is a movie that like nobody has seen. It's called Confetti. And it's like a UK mockumentary about how this wedding magazine is giving away a theme wedding to one of 5 couples. Is it 5 couples? 3 couples? And they each have a really weird theme. Like one are naturalists, so they want to be like have a nudist wedding. And one couple wants to have like the perfect tennis wedding. And one wants to have like an old Hollywood wedding. And they're just, it's a really cute, charming, also weird wedding movie. So if you haven't seen Confetti, I really recommend it because it's fun.
Confetti.
Mm-hmm. Because the wedding magazine is called Confetti.
Do you know if it's on the Netflix or on the some streaming site at this point?
I don't know. I'll take a look while you are continuing.
How did you even find that film? Just out of curiosity. I mean, somehow.
So my mom and I will do this thing where we'll just go through on demand and like the first movie we haven't seen, we'll watch.
Oh, okay.
And it could be terrible and it could be great. And it's just like a flip of the coin, really. So that's one of the reasons I've seen so many movies is because we do that. But also because I've watched a million movies.
It's kind of like a box of chocolates.
Yes. Exactly. Thank you, Forrest.
Thank you. Well, Jimmy, while she's looking up that confetti thing, what do you got for us?
License to Wed.
Yes, Robin Williams.
Runaway Bride.
Oh, that's another great one.
Yes.
Wedding Crashers.
Oh, yeah.
The Wedding Singer.
Yes, Adam Sandler, another one of your favorites.
Yep.
Shrek.
Ooh,
yeah. I love Shrek.
And the 1961 version of Parent Trap.
Good one.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
A little John Wayne.
And some trick photography going on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because me and old Mr. Marion Morrison were born at the same hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, that's something nifty. Me and my wife were born at the same hospital.
And neither one of you are famous.
Nope. Well, I don't know. So Adrian and I did a TikTok together. That hit over 2,000 views. So we're TikTok famous.
That's just because people couldn't click stop fast enough.
They're like, what's going on? Even a friend of ours in Las Vegas turned and said, I saw you yesterday, but you didn't see me because you came up on my news feed. He had no idea I was doing stuff like that. It was so funny. It was crazy. Anyway, and we're not even friends on the TikTok.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
So you're spanning social media.
Oh my gosh, had no idea. But I'm not.
You are famous. Wow.
Right? Yeah. Only in my own brain am I famous. Okay. Well. Whoops. I don't know what's going on. Hi, Beth.
Hi.
Are you cutting in and out by chance?
You dumped me for a little while there.
Okay. I don't know what happened. But anyway, let's go into movies, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go into that one thing that we put into our eyes.
That's right, the one thing. All right. The Upside. Ooh. So, the plot of The Upside. It's your classic love story about... Well, it's not a love story at all, but it's about a guy who is a millionaire who gets into a wreck and is now paraplegic and now needs somebody to help him eat, help him move, help him do whatever it is to do, including change a catheter, all that stuff. And another guy who's down on his luck, been in prison for a long time, in and out, just horrible, seems like a horrible guy, but really wants to change his ways, just walks in on this meeting, thinks he's going into a janitor job. Interview, yeah. Just to get a signature so he doesn't go back to prison. And the guy is like, oh, this is different. This is new. The guy that's paraplegic is like, this is different. I think I'm going to hire you. And so now the unlikely pairing gets together, and you can imagine the problems that ensue with a guy who has no filter in his mouth and a guy who gets his way because people pay him and other people kiss his ass all the time.
Wow, DJ said ass.
I did. But it's true. And so now this unlikely pairing create this friendship that lasts forever.
That's cool.
And then there's this true story that goes along with it. Somewhere in there, I'm sure it's true. And there you go. Do you have a different take on it, Jimmy, or similar, or
a little clarifying on it?
Sure. Yeah. Let's hear your clarifications.
So the gentleman that was rendered paraplegic was because he went paragliding.
Ooh, ouch.
So it wasn't like a wreck in the conventional sense where...
Correct.
Car versus object, car versus car versus pedestrian, versus
it was just person
cyclist.
Versus ground.
Yeah, person versus ground.
Yeah.
Why is that not a wreck?
Terminal velocity is only 200 miles an hour, so...
8 seconds per square. 8 seconds square, something like that.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
8 foot per second.
Something like that. Yeah. Squared. Yeah. I don't know why it's
yeah.
Science and technology.
Who is a very wealthy man because he develops businesses, helps people get them off the ground. Very smart business strategist. And as DJ aptly pointed out, a recently released ex-convict has to get 3 job interviews in order so that his parole officer does not send him back to the clink. And the 3rd job, like DJ said, thought he was going to be a janitor.
Yeah.
But he ended up being a carer or a life...
Caregiver?
No, a carer.
Yeah, yes, a carer. That's what they said in the film.
Carer.
They call it a carer.
Okay.
And there was purpose to that. And the actual name apparently is Life Auxiliary.
Yes.
Oh.
So he has no idea about any of how to take care of anybody. Portrayed very much as a selfish person.
Yeah. Played by Kevin Hart.
Yeah, very, 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 very funny scene with the catheter. Lots of really good scenes. You have Bryan Cranston is in there as the millionaire, and Nicole Kidman is in there. Really good cast. Yeah. Actually, a very well-rounded story because it's not all focused on the romantic piece of the story. It's not all focused on the overcoming the odds piece of the story.
Yeah.
There's a family aspect with Kevin Hart's character.
Yes.
It's not all about that. It's really a balanced, well-written movie, and it's based again, like DJ said, on a true story. And at the end of the story, it says that the characters to this day remain friends.
Yeah.
So it's a good movie.
And it was in big letters and slow enough so I was able to read it.
Nice.
It was so awesome.
Yeah. So there was some life reality in there.
Yeah.
Like people aren't always as genuine as they say they are.
Yeah.
And
What?
I know,
Beth.
And art is, I mean, the value is in the eye of the beholder.
There is a wonderful piece of handmade art, and it's...
Yeah, it was. It started out as a poem and ended up being an artwork.
Right.
It was pretty neat.
Yeah, there's a whole transformational bit of cinematic magic.
Yeah.
But I really liked the film.
Yeah,
I really did. What was your favorite scene, DJ?
Oh my gosh, my favorite scene. There were several of them, but I think my favorite scene was when the two going hang gliding together. I think that was my favorite. That was like the biggest moment that said these two are going to be friends forever.
Which hang gliding scene?
The one near the end of the film.
So the second one.
Yeah, the second one. I may have not seen the first one because I had to go to the bathroom like 3 times.
Wow.
It was a bad blood sugar day. I can't help myself. Wow. So, but I would have stayed in. I tried to stay in the film for a long time because, I mean, overall, this movie is a 9 to me. It was really good. Well done. Yeah.
So what's your overall takeaway from the movie?
Well, my takeaway from the film, don't give up. There's no need to give up because you have people around you that do want to help you. If you can sift through the garbage, you can find the people that really help you out, and don't give up.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And that you can do it yourself. You could do things yourself. Like he kept the Kevin Hart's character kept thinking of a $1 million idea. What kind of business will you fund for me? And eventually it turned out that he funded his own business.
Nice.
And he came up with his own idea.
Right. So what DJ's referring to with the lack of foundation is one of the parts in the movie was Kevin Hart would help open the mail, and there would be letters from people, and Bryan Cranston would write checks out to people to help them get, especially artists, up off the ground.
Nice.
So Kevin Hart takes the back of one of these envelopes or letters and writes, give Dell $10,000, and he puts it in front of Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston goes, no.
No pile.
No. He says it was worth a try. That's on the trailer, I think.
Right. Yeah. But it later bleeds into this piece of art that Kevin Hart creates.
Nice.
And it turns into his Kickstarter moment and into a business of what he actually loves, and it really, that part I'm not going to tell you because it evolves into a business that actually shows where his heart made the turn.
Yeah,
it was a life-changing part of his journey. But no, my favorite moment was when man, there was a lot of really good moments, but I think my favorite moment was when Kevin Hart returns after being fired.
Okay, yeah.
And as much as Bryan Cranston wanted to be angry at him, he just broke down.
Yeah.
And the scene that ensues after that is just absolutely hilarious.
Good stuff, yes.
And my big takeaway is, if you take two people, situations, objects that seem complete opposites, they will find a center if they allow it to happen.
Yeah.
They'll find common ground. And my overall impression, it's a 9.
Good.
Nice.
I'm not sure what's missing, but there was something just a little missing.
Yeah.
But I would watch it again.
Yeah. No, and the end, it was like the whole the tribute to Aretha Franklin, which was kind of neat.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was overall was really good. Yeah. Great film.
Good.
Go see it if you get a chance. And I
don't give yourself an out. Go see it.
Yeah.
Whether you have a chance or not, just go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. And Nicole
Nice.
Kidman was awesome, by the way. I thought she was amazing.
She usually is.
Now this came out this year, right? So it's like contenders for Oscars and stuff next year, right?
Right.
And how that would work. Yeah. Well, let's hope it gets some.
I'm going to take your word for it
because it could. I mean, it was good.
I think that it has the lineup for it for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
So anyway, okay, cool.
Good job, guys.
That's all we had this week, I think, in films. Like last week, we had 6. Holy
I know.
So, all the way to 1. Holy mackerel. So, but anyway, so let's move on to the next thing, shall we? Last week's movie clip was Dr. Dolittle.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And Crackhead Blue correctly ascertained the answer.
Ooh, going for the big ones, huh? Ascertained.
Yeah, that was not me. That was not me. That was Jimmy. He wrote that. But
Got it.
I'm reading it, and now he's correcting my spelling on that. Yeah, you're going to be there all day, man.
Yeah, really?
You know what the nice thing is? They put there's little red squiggly lines.
Oh my God, it must look like the 90s in there with just all the graphic, like, pointy things.
Yeah. And so it's a white background with black letters and blue letters with red squiggly lines. It looks like a pair of MC Hammer's pants.
Exactly.
I love it. Oh, well. Enough about that. Let's move on to the next, what do you call it? The next challenge.
Item? Okay.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Stand straight and tall.
But,
Excuse me, are we a little teapot?
yes!
Untuck your shirt. Just one side. You hate this, don't you?
Look at it!
You want to be neat. You want to be tidy. Adjust yourself.
Not there.
Not there. The package, sissy man.
All right, there you go.
I'm sorry. I love that movie.
You talked right through it.
It's like one of my favorite parts, too.
It's a good part. Yeah, that's why I picked that one. Not because it was your favorite, but it was like a good
It's so good.
Yeah. So there's your challenge. What film do you think that little scene is from?
I know I've seen the movie.
You
And
have.
I'm drawing a blank.
Oh.
I'm absolutely drawing a blank.
Yeah.
And it's a movie I've seen on multiple occasions.
Yes, probably. It's hilarious. It's a great film. Also a film that has weddings in it.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
And I think the reason I didn't put it on my list was because I thought about it.
Was
and
doing
said,
it as the
doing
challenge.
it as the challenge. Yeah. And so now I think I may have given it away too much.
Nah, it's fine.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Well, then that's it. I'm not going to say any more. And we're going to move on to streaming. Okay.
Do it.
Let's stream on over there.
Okay.
Roll on down the stream. Total Recall is something that I streamed via the iTunes on somebody else's account.
Wait, like the original Total
Like
Recall
the
or the new
original-
one?
Yeah, no, the original one with
2
Arnold
weeks.
Schwarzenegger in it. Yes. And I have to say that was inspired by both Patty from Las Vegas
Shout out
and
to Patty.
a really nice teller at the DMV.
Oh.
We were talking about something, and all of a sudden she goes in, 2 weeks. And Patty did the same thing, and I'm like, we got to watch this film now. So just because it's Total Recall. So
Good job, man.
yeah, so that's one I streamed. I enjoyed it. And it actually makes me want to watch the new Total Recall to see kind of where it left off and how it fits and all that, because holy moly. Yeah. I mean, this first one was amazing just by all the twists and the plot twists and the virtual reality stuff, and it was like, my mind is blown. We talked about this film only a couple of months ago, but it was still I loved seeing it. That was a good one. I don't think there was a wedding in it, but they did talk about marriage.
That's right. That's a little bit of a stretch. I'm not gonna.
It was a big stretch. But that's all I have time for streaming, because I went to Las Vegas really to work, and boy,
busy guy.
It was busy. It was so busy. Jimmy, did you stream anything? Busy week for you too?
Just urine.
Oh, thank you for that.
I'm like, why didn't my brain take longer to process that? What the heck? I can't think of names, but when he says urine, and my brain is like right there.
Bing! Aww.
Scarred for life. Beth, How about you? Are you streaming anything currently?
Of course I'm currently streaming something.
Yay, what are you streaming?
I am currently streaming Solo because it's on Netflix, and you know how I like me a Star Wars story.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I realize, stop me if I have spoken about this, but on Amazon Prime, you can get a lot of the Riff Tracks movies, which is, have I talked about this?
You did.
Okay. Well, then I will stop talking about it.
Tell us again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say, stop talking about Star Wars, or stop talking about...
Well, I mean,
tell it again.
But if I've already said that you can get a lot of the Riff Tracks movies included in Prime, then
what is
clearly...
a Riff Track?
Okay, so if you ever watched Mystery Science Theater 3000, when they stopped making the show Mystery Science Theater 3000, the guys who did it started doing this thing called Riff Tracks, which is the newer movies, or also some of the older movies, where they're basically just sitting there mocking the crap out of these movies.
Oh, yeah, you did tell us about that.
Yeah.
And I loved the idea.
Yeah, and I remember now that I did watch Birdemic, which is a classic Riff Tracks. I watched it the other night, and it's terrible. So if you want to watch a movie that is so bad it hurts, and a bunch of guys making fun of it, it's included with Amazon Prime. So
they do some bad ones. I'm like, I didn't even know that film existed. And it definitely makes it more funny, because I would never have watched it beyond their Riff Tracks. And, and riffing in the industry is basically improvisation. And so they're improving the demise of a show. So if you ever wanted to Riff Track, thanks for watching.
Oh my goodness. But so Birdemic is really awful and a lot of fun to watch them make fun of. And then also Manos: The Hands of Fate is like possibly the worst movie in history. It is so bad. It makes no sense. The quality is just poop, and it's so funny the way they, crap on it. So enjoy.
I will. I think I might have to do that.
Sounds craptastic.
Yeah.
It's a pile of fun.
It is.
All right.
They're good. Any other streaming? Do we have more?
No, I did nothing.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to the Paris one that, I talked about like a while ago. What is her name? Anna in Paris? No, I have to look it up. Now I don't want Alice in Paris. That's right. I'm looking forward to seeing some more of that. I don't know. It might be up yet, but I haven't been alerted to that. So their second season. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Excuse me.
Okay. Next week's. I can't believe we're already on next week's. So there's only like 40 minutes into the show.
Well, some shows are 15 years long and some are 10.
I really love the long ones. I don't know why.
I know you do.
Oh, boy. Okay, so next week's films, An Acceptable Loss.
Oh.
I just watched the trailer and was like, what is this about? It has Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ooh.
And there's another so Jamie Lee Curtis is this higher up government official, and they make a decision to blow somebody up.
Oh.
And that's where your acceptable loss comes in. And this other gal, kind of a trainee type of a person, witnesses all this whole thing, and then there's a cover up, and then it's kill that little girl because she knows too much and she's on the run type of a thing. So
serious.
I might put that in my eyes. Depends on...
Kind of like Bourne Identity then.
Yeah, kind of. Except for her brain wasn't erased, so she knows.
And like, she wasn't an ex-spy?
Yeah, so...
So is it more like the one with Gene Hackman and Will Smith? What's that one called?
Oh! I don't know what that one's called.
Just a second.
Yeah, I know. But I know which one you're talking about, which was a really good one. Gene Hackman and Will Smith.
Enemy of the State.
That's it. Enemy of the State. And it you know what? You're right. It's almost exactly like that because this girl becomes enemy of the state. And they're like, they stacked on criminal charges, treason, all that stuff on her just to go get her. Yeah. Crazy stuff. But also, adult like skills.
Being an adult, the movie.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And so this girl's brother, they were like really close, and he dies. And she goes into this deep depression, and she makes videos with her thumbs. Like she puts faces on the thumbs, and then she makes videos of talking. It's sort of a therapy thing that she does for herself. But then, like, her mom is like, "You're getting out of the house." She looks like she's like 30-something. You need to get out of the house. On your birthday is the last day you're allowed to be here. Done. No more. And so she has to go out and get a job. And somehow this little kid gets in there. It was a weird video. Check it out, though, if you can.
Okay.
It's an independent film, a little British film. It's kind of neat. I mean, I was entertained just by listening to them talk. So apologies if I just offended any British people.
But, no, just take it and run with it.
Yeah.
We probably don't like your teeth either, but you'll get over it.
Well, yeah. No room to talk here.
And we're horrible. We have our horriblenesses.
Yes, we have a president. Never mind.
And no wall.
But also this week we're definitely putting in her eyes glass. That is definitely going
Not
on.
Glass, like glass.
But glass, yeah.
But the movie Glass.
The movie Glass.
Not broken glass.
No, we'll stop doing that. And it's so funny. I was supposed to put in my eyes the Split. That's it. We were like, Split.
Oh, you haven't watched Split yet?
No, I have. No, I've watched it, but we were like, well, we want to watch it again just to get prepared. But then we're like, I want to watch Unstoppable first.
Unbreakable.
Then I want to watch Split. But
I just watched Split like a week
Unbreakable.
ago.
Thank you. Yes, Split. Anyway, so we're looking at Split, and all of a sudden, Total Recall popped up down at the bottom, and I'm like, that's the one.
Got distracted by something shiny.
Yeah, very shiny. So. But we're going to definitely watch Glass. And then I think tomorrow we're buying tickets to go do the sing-along for Bohemian Rhapsody.
Nice.
So we might not talk about that one when we get to it. Maybe we'll do some Snapchat, or do a
there you go.
live feed, from our Instagram or something.
There you go.
Thanks for correcting that spelling, Jimmy. So I didn't spell Rhapsody correctly.
Yeah, there is that tricky H in there.
That H gets me every time, but, I did pretty well the last 20 times I wrote it, except for that one time. But anyway.
The one that counted because Jimmy was actually looking.
Yes, thank you. It does weigh on me, trust me. So let's move on. I mean, if we don't want to talk about my spelling all day long. Box office number.
Do some math.
Shiny.
I hate math.
I know.
Me too.
So, but hey, sir, somebody will do it for you.
Right. So, Mary Poppins Returns, doing very well in the box office. By the way,
yeah.
They just surpassed their budget numbers.
Oh, good.
But they're not in the top 3.
Really? Well, Penny and I are going to go see it this week too. We gotta go.
Aquaman. Surprisingly.
Aquaman.
Or not surprisingly. $288 million so far over 4 weeks.
Wow.
That's the most on the whole list.
Really?
It's more than The Grinch, and The Grinch was tearing it up.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Still at number 2.
Okay.
I mean, still hanging in there.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's been in theaters like
4
2
whole
or
weeks.
3 months.
Yeah.
No, 4 weeks.
Did it get knocked out?
The Grinch has been in for longer than 4 weeks.
Oh, The Grinch,
yeah.
I thought we were talking about Aquaman.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about The Grinch.
Oh,
my bad.
Yeah, I think, so did The Upside knock Aquaman out?
The Upside did.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Like, by $3 million.
Okay, that's close.
Opening weekend, 20 million.
Yeah.
They're going to hit budget real quick. Another one in third place, A Dog's Way Home.
Really?
Oh dear, really?
Wow, that made it. I can't believe it. How much did it make?
11 million.
Okay.
So
$12.
Yeah.
there was not it doesn't seem like there was a lot of money
Not this weekend.
going into the theaters this weekend.
It's
Glass will
a
probably
slow week.
Yeah.
It is a slow week, yeah. Well, thank goodness, too, because it was a busy week for all of us.
Right.
So, yeah, which shows the shortness of our wonderful podcast this week. So, yeah. But, wow, okay. Wow, thank you for those numbers. I appreciate that.
Right. Anytime.
Cool. Wow. I can't believe people went and saw that dog movie.
Why? People are going to go see a dog movie?
I know. To me, it just felt like because of the trailer, we saw the whole movie in the trailer.
Right.
I mean, maybe I didn't. Maybe I should go watch it. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Depends on what I see all next week. But there's some 3 movies at least to watch next week. So we'll see. Anyway,
we'll see, or we won't.
That's right. Future movies and trailers. Miss Bala is coming out. It's like Miss Bullet, I guess is what it translates to.
Yes, a bullet is pronounced bala.
In Spanish, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, kind of a gangsta movie. A badass lady.
Right across the border from DJ's work.
Yep. So, and she takes care of business, which, good. We need more badass ladies doing stuff.
We got lots of badass ladies, just nobody sees them.
That's true. Well, they need to see them. One that I'm a little skeptical about, a little worried about, Ugly Dolls.
Yeah, I poo-pooed on that because I saw that trailer. I was like, no. I audibly said no.
Yeah.
Not at all. Never.
It's basically Trolls, but Ugly Dolls.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see if it's on a slow weekend and there's nothing else there. I'll go check it out. I like music to go with my movies. So.
Yeah, the trailer was extremely underwhelming.
I liked Trolls, and I didn't think I was going to like Trolls.
I loved Trolls. It was such a shock to me. I didn't watch it till it was on Netflix, and then I was just like, oh man, and now I watch it all the time because I'm a huge dork. I'm just like, yeah. You know what I need? Some Trolls.
Totally. Oh. Yeah, it was, and I mean, I liked it so much. We did a sign language music video to it. So, yeah, I was surprised I liked it too. And then Best of Enemies also comes out. We saw the trailer for that. It looks like a former president of the KKK versus Anna Atwater. I think it was.
I think Jim talked about this a while ago.
Maybe, yeah. Saw that trailer and I was just like, that one I have to watch.
Yes.
That one's going to be a good one. Just to see how it goes and see how somebody can, change their mind from being...
So I've seen the trailer for Us a few times.
Okay, yes.
I'm not... I don't know where I stand on that one.
I don't know either. I mean, I think I want to see it. I mean, it's just one of those. It'll probably be going into our eyes, or at least mine. I try and see everything. But Us, that looks interesting.
Yeah.
So, Beth, do you have anything that you've got to mention and say, even if you've said it before, something like you're like, I think I got to see this?
Future movies?
Yes.
Well, being that it is now 2019, I'm just saying the new episode of Star Wars is coming out in December, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yes. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, me either.
And then the Captain Marvel. And then,
also I did watch Infinity Wars on Netflix as well. Infinity War. Yeah. Sweet. It's a good movie, just so everybody knows. Like, we didn't do, I think, 2 total podcasts on it.
Right. Ooh. You just made me think of Pirates of the Caribbean as far as weddings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they have the best wedding with the... That's a good one.
That is a good one. But hey, speaking of get to know your cast information.
What's our next one?
Next week, what do you think of Being Fired?
Movies about being fired?
Yes. Where your character gets fired in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can think of at least one right now.
Yeah. Isn't there one with Will Smith that was, he got fired? Can't remember. Anyway, we'll talk about that next week when we get back to the show. How does that sound? Yes. We'll record on Monday. Hopefully we'll start doing some live stuff. But in the meantime, if you have yourself a Being Fired film that you'd like to talk about, send us a text at 512-podcast or email us at shoutout@tfwmovies.com or go to Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and shout out about it. Just tag us at TFW Movies and we'll get to see it, which will be really cool. I can't wait to talk about that. And the other thing is patreon.com/TFW Movies. You could go there and you can send us a message on Patreon. You know, all these ways you can contact us.
There's so many different ways. That's points of communication.
That's right. Exactly.
So, Beth, you need to look up the upcoming movie, The Report.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, good. Good. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody.
Oh, do it.
Yes, you've been listening to Thanks for Watching. And I really want to thank Joshua Struthers.
Look at all the people in this movie.
See what I'm talking about?
What are you talking about?
Well,
Tell me. What do you like? What do you like?
John Hamm, Adam Driver.
Yes.
Annette Bening, Jennifer Morrison. That's a lot of big names right there.
I hope it doesn't flop just because it's got a good billing. I mean, good grief.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think everybody wanted to do it. I mean, maybe it's a good one. Well, Adam Driver's in it. It's got to be a good choice.
There it is.
I haven't seen a bad one from him yet. So
there you go.
Exactly. But anyway, thank you for telling us about that, Beth.
Well, thank you for telling me to look it up, Jim.
And thank you.
Well, that's
Big
right.
Checho.
Thank you, Big Checho. Yes.
Thank you, Big Checho.
And then our cast.
I got to see Big Checho, man.
Oh, did you see him?
I'm going to start calling him Little Checho.
Yeah, he's lost.
Whoa.
Wow. But he's big in the industry. So
dude, he's a monster in the industry.
Yeah, see that?
Why don't you just start calling him Best Checho?
Checho, that's right. Anyway.
El Checho Non.
I don't know what that means. Anyway.
DJ's just like, stop interrupting me or the show's never going to end.
No, I like it. We can keep going on and on and on. But this is the first time we've had it under an hour, which is a long time.
Oh, so he wants us to stall.
Right.
I will say thank you. Wait, we could speak some whale.
Yeah, you do speak whale. Good. Well, I want to thank the cast, which is including Adrian Rondo, because he's been on the cast for a while. I haven't decided when I'm going to stop thanking him, but thank him right now for him being on the show when he was. Thank you, DJ McGee, Jimmy Harris, Beth Labine.
Thank you, DJ.
You're welcome. And thank you. Hashtag shiny. Anyway, thank you, Jackie Harris and Penny McGee. Because
ladies,
you guys help us keep going. Trust me. And then lastly, I really want to thank you, the listening audience. I'm really grateful for you downloading our show, listening to it, communicating with us. Even if you're not communicating, I can sense that you're thinking about things through osmosis or in the mind. I know you're out there talking about movies because of something we said. I just know it. Anyway, and I'm really grateful for that. Thank you, audience. And with that, cut.